Good morning, how you guys doing? It's Mike back with the thought of the day on September 16, 2024. First, I want to give honor and praise to Ahaya Shua Haya, Bashem Yeshaya, and Rawakadash, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit in Hebrew. Then I like to open with the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. May your will, not mine, be done. Today, I like to talk about developing a pure heart. Developing a pure heart. The other night, I was at the Feast of Tabernacles sitting out at the campfire with my brothers from my church, and we had a discussion. And one of the questions I asked was, in terms of edification, what do you feel like you learned the most about yourself since you've been in this truth, since you knew who you were, and since you started seeking the Most High and trying to live in the Spirit of Christ? And the answer I had for myself was, I found out that my heart wasn't as pure as I thought. Coming into this after getting baptized and finding God through the 12 steps and getting baptized, I thought I had a pure heart. And when I'm on offense, I do got a pure heart in terms of when I'm trying to help people and wanting to help people to get them to where they need to be, to carry the message, to lend a helping hand and things of that nature. But when I'm on defense, I got a lot of work to do, meaning in terms of when I feel like I'm offended, really not having that pure feeling in my heart, sometimes wanting to get revenge, sometimes feeling anger and towards other people, when in turn I have to get to the point to where understanding when somebody offends me, that the listening sympathy, because it has to be something wrong with them in order for them to talk to me in a certain way or treat me in a certain way. It has to be something inside them that's going on with them. And I know it's going to take me some work to get to that point of having that kind of pure heart the way Christ did. He had that kind of heart, understanding when somebody tried to offend him, to take it as their suffering and their hurt, and treat them with kindness and gentleness, even after being offended by them. That's my goal, to get to have that pure heart, because I want to get to the kingdom, and I don't want strife or anything in my heart to be able to be the reason that stops me from getting to the kingdom. And I tend to get to this by practicing the fruits of the Spirit and praying and fasting and being in the fruits of the Spirit. And you can find the fruits of the Spirit in Galatians chapter 5, starting at verse 22. You know what I'm saying? Galatians chapter 5, starting at verse 22. And it says, and he reads, "But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering." Long-suffering is that one, man. Gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law. And they that are Christ have crucified the flesh with the affections and lusts. If we live in the Spirit, let us also walk in the Spirit. Let us not be desirous of vainglory, provoking one another, and envying one another. He said a lot in there. You know what I'm saying? The long suffering is when we gonna be going through situations. It might be something with your spouse, it might be something with your family, with your friends, or even people that you don't even know, and being able to take that and deal with it and not get so frustrated, because you're gonna be saying, when is this gonna stop? Working in the fruits of the Spirit, we got to develop that, be able to have that long suffering, the meekness, to be able to stay humble and walk humble and think of yourself less and think of other people more, and be in that spirit of wanting to help. And temperance, being able to keep that level head when I'm being attacked and when things are being said to me that I feel are unjust, and understanding that the student is never going to be higher than the master. And if Yeshaya went through all of those things, why wouldn't I go through things? You get what I'm saying? And it's going to be a journey for me to get to this place but I'm willing to take this journey because I'm really trying to get to the kingdom, and that's what my focus is on. I have tunnel vision of trying to get to this kingdom, and I have to understand that this is the road that I have to take. Being crucified with the flesh and the affections and lusts. Yeah, being crucified with the flesh, like dying to myself, dying to my desires, unless my desires align with his desires, and just solely trying to work for him and what he wants me to do. That's my sole purpose of being here. Fear God and keep his commandments. I got to do what he wants me to do, not what I want to do. So that's what the journey I'm on now. And it was a deep discussion with me and the brothers. Most High willing, I'll be returning up to the feast soon, and being able to break bread with my brothers and sisters, and try to get closer to Christ, man. You guys make sure that you enjoy your day today, and just pray for me as I go on this journey to try to get a pure heart. But that's all I want. My goal is to get a pure heart so I could be able to be totally in service of him and walk totally in the spirit. This is Mike. Enjoy the rest of your day. Shalom.